Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays, maybe Gondorian. Well, Gondorian, Beorning, whichever I'm playing. And today we have taken back Morthond, and now we need to check this idol to see what it is. So I guess the tooltip gives you a pretty good idea what it is. It's an idol of Sauron.
It was the proof Isildur hoped not to find. Sauron had returned.
Well, that's not good news. We know what this means, Berendar. This means that these orcs are not leaderless, but were given purpose by Sauron, their master. So, what next?
And so Isildur summoned the men of the mountains to Erech to fulfill their oath.
Alright! Then we're ready to go together and fight together in this war. It does not look good, Berendar. The men of the mountains should have been here by now, but they have sent no word and make no appearance. I have never seen our Lord Isildur like this. It may be best for the King Riok if he does not come here at all. Ooh, that's not a good sign. Still no sign of them. Our wait has ended, Berendar. King Riok and some of his people have now climbed the summit. They are late, but their support against Sauron will excuse them their tardiness.
At last they approached.
Yea, they have come to fulfill their oath. Both of them! I expected you earlier than this, Riok. And why have you brought so few men? We have not come to fight for you. Your strength is nothing before that of Sauron. What are you saying, Riok? You swore an oath to fight against Sauron.
But the men of the mountains refused to fulfill their oath. They had worshipped Sauron in the dark years and thought they would be rewarded.
You do not frighten us. Sauron will crush your kingdoms as he has before. I will kill you. Hold! Death is too good for you, Riok. You are the last king of your people. This curse I lay upon you and all your folk, never to rest until your oath be fulfilled. You will not know the restful sleep of death. You will not know the day without the regret of your broken oath. This war will last for uncounted years, and you will be summoned again before its end. Now go, leave this place. The words will follow you for your restless eternity.
They fled before him, his curse echoing in their ears. They fled to their homes in the mountains, but they could never escape Isildur's curse.
I did not believe the whispers, Beriadar. I thought Riok's people would be as good as their word, but it seems the rumors were true. They worshipped Sauron in secret during the dark years, and now he has returned. They cast their lot with his. Standing before upon Erech, I look some from the height and see from a great distance, even into the years ahead. Know this, my words to Riok were not empty. This war will last for countless years, and if Gondor defies Sauron, Riok's people will be summoned once more before the end. They will never know peace until they have fulfilled their oath. This I vow, and let all bear witness to it. And that is the
And it
story.
is said they linger still, hungering for the rest they shall never have.
And that is the story of the stone And we'll get back to that, of course, in Volume 4 when we enter into Gondor. Right now, we have to worry about Volume 3 and finishing up the loading screen and telling us about the Mines of Moria, which I think we've already done that. Didn't we do that already? Yeah, I think so. I think we did that back in Volume 2.
The men of the mountains sought to escape their curse, but to no avail.
The men of the mountains sought to escape their curse, fleeing back to the mountain homes, but no word of men relates what became of them in the years since. It is said a shadow lies now on Eric, where they broke their oath, and none now take the dim hulked road that ran between their gates and into their mountain home. The Rohirrim named that peak Dwimmerberg, Haunted Mountain, and the passage beneath are known as the Paths of the Dead. None will take that road, but Elrond bid his sons remember it, and that leads me to worry. I know it lies heavily upon Halberad's mind, and yet Nar knows something of it as well. Have we been watched without her knowledge? But how can that be? Good question.
We must not tarry overlong, but I am worried about Nona.
These words endanger our haste, but we must not tarry over long. But I could not forget the pains of those that we have encountered along the way. The Ukluk girl who helped us that we came to Lonok, Nona. She lost her brother Wadu, ambushed by a hostile Dunlending clan, and she must be feeling the grief most keenly. Please go to her, to the northeast corner of Ludok, and lend her whatever comfort you can. I do not want the Grey Company to wear blinders like those Erbrandir wore in his youth, before he was befriended by Saradin. We must be aware of the hurts that people around us, and do what we can to help. Alright? Very well, so we will speak with Nona. Now, I suppose that he reminded us about Nona and who Nona is and about her brother and all that stuff, because there was a bit of a gap between this book and between books 2 and 3. Book 2 came out with free-to-play. Book 3 was the first update after the free-to-play release. So I guess, I don't know if it was an update 1 or, yeah, it was probably update 1 where that happened. And then, see, so this was update 1, so that meant that, actually it might have been update 2 perhaps. Is it? Well, somewhere around that region. Remembering all those old updates. Because obviously, it was with Isengard when they did Book 4.
Do not be concerned for me. I am proud of the warrior Wadu became.
What is it you want? Haha, concern? Do not be concerned for me. I was lost after the death of my brother, but that was before I learned of the glory he had attained before his death. Those who slew him were right to do so from hiding. They must have been able to sense that he had become a great warrior and would have bested them. There was a tree Wadu loved, atop the rise of the Oxpens, west of Lolok. I left his sword there in honor of his memory, but I think he would rather I used it to attain even half the glory with it he did. Go to the tree and bring me the sword. So I need to get Wadu's sword then. And to bring it to Nona. Alright, now don't tell me why Nona can't get the sword herself. But that's an entirely different matter. It's an MMO. And to show you the story, they need to get you immersed into it. And in this case, that is picking up the sword. Alright, well, I hope she has some skill as a metal worker, or knows somebody. Well, she probably knows somebody who has it in any case, because I'm so sure being left outside isn't the best way to maintain a sword properly. Alright. Alright, here is the sword, Nona.
Thank you for bringing me my brother's sword. I will use it in his memory.
Yes, it was a sword of Rohan, true, but to my eyes it is no longer the weapon of my people's ancient enemies. It is now my brother's sword, the sword with which he slew the mightiest Gweber anyone has ever seen, and I will use it in his memory. I have a request, Pineclaw. Go to the leader of your company, the man called Halberad, who has spoken in length of Glen Brennan, and tell him that I will go with your people when they leave Lodok. It is my desire to avenge the death of my brother on the enemies of the Uklut, and on the wizard Saruman, and our road lies together for a little while. Your man Halbrad is in Lodok, is he not? Oh, yeah, I guess he is. And in fact, he is. Right, why could he just say across the way next to the Brennan's hut? Wouldn't that have been a better piece of instruction to give rather than just say in Lanuk?
Absolutely not. This I must refuse.
Oh, what is this? The Okluth woman has a request? No, absolutely not. This I must refuse. This is not open for debate. But there is something urgent, Pineclaw. Radonir found something. Oh, what?
Rodenier found this letter stuck into a nearby tree with a knife.
What? It is addressed to the Rangers, and well, I have left it on the crate there. Read it and tell me what you think it means. And boy, it has a really sweet. It has a sweet thing, a Beorning carving of the second age. Now I've been using a level 59 wood. Now this one has a second age carving, so that actually would be good. And in fact, what I find sometimes with carvings is that when you have a second age one, I sometimes keep it well past its time because the extra points are worth more than the extra little bit of incoming healing you get by going up the level in there. But let's accept that, and I'll get my second age item then. See what we got here. To the Rangers. I am a man of Gondor, a friend of the elves and all good folk. Call me Ergothorn. I see the danger growing in the east, and I wish to oppose it. Lew Brennan dispatched a messenger from Tur Morva in Dunland, but the messenger was beset by foes outside of Lake Olgo in the Lich Bluffs, and was dragged within. If he yet lives, he will have information for you. I cannot reveal myself to you, but trust that I am a friend. I will contact you again when it is safe to do so. Ergothorn. All right.
Is this Ergothorn a friend? Why will he not show his face?
I do not like this Pineclaw, and yet, if he is telling the truth, we need to know, Pineclaw. Gather allies you can trust and go to Lad Ogo, far to the south of here, on the right side of the road through the Lich Bluffs. It may be that the messenger from the south is in trouble, and if so, we could use the information he brings. But keep your eyes open. I would not trust Egberthen without proof. It may be a trap. Interesting. So, is this information useful? Is this a trap? Will we find anything in LOTRO? And why does the name Niche Bluffs sound so sinister? Well, perhaps we will answer those in our next episode of Piney Plays The Beorning.